Alright, so I've finished this case. So first of all, without the case, it's actually quite decent, just on its own. This is actually not that bad. There are improvements that this could have on it. What I've done with this is just add a string on it. It's just a hole that's attached to the inner plastic, and just by having that makes them a big difference, rather than it just being on this. This particular case is the worst one I've ever had, because the buttons don't work on it as well as they should. So I've been pressing this a few times and it switched on, and it takes, for some reason it's tight. So this one, these cases are all right, but there could be a lot of improvements done to these cases. Out of all the manufacturers of battery extensions, Zerolemon is the best, but there's always things that they can change and improve on. The extended case that you get with a clip on it, that's what this is. And all the ones I've got, they're just not good. The design is poor and they break apart quite easily. Ever since the Note 3, they've tried to save on money by making them very thin and cheap. And I guess they're based in China because of their shipping. But if they want to save on the plastic and make them thinner, they should change the design, because you're paying extra, and there's no point paying extra if the case is cheap and it falls apart. With the Note 9, which is what this is recording on, it had the same problem of a thin outer shell case, and every time I bought these cases, this is for the Note 3 Zerolemon, there was two holes, and just by having that makes a huge difference on their product. And this is daft, but just by putting that means that if it was to fall, normally something will fall on its face or its corner, and just it's a simple thing just to have that on. They can redesign their cases, so the design matches the amount of mold that they can make. So with this one, all I did was cut bits off and add bits on, which is quite simple. And I've noticed with all their cases, there's just little things that they could do to. So, for example, with this one, that's gone. So I can use the camera and the light, and then a piece of that, and a piece of that, just because you want access to the buttons, so it doesn't matter which way you put it in, you can press all the buttons, and that's just something really simple, and something that they should consider. And just by adding two notches on that are the same as the bottom part, it makes a big difference in terms of having a safe phone, because all the I've got a Note 9, the Note 9 that it's recording on. When these phones come out, sometimes they're £1,000, and you buying a case that costs under £100, you want it to be secure, because £1,000 is £1,000. But the way I made this was just making it a bit thicker. and just by doing that, it's not going to break. It's not as thin as it was, and you know, you can make a mold. You can even add a clip on this that isn't the same old clip. They're using the same clip as they did on the Note 3 all the way to Note 9. I can't say if they're gonna change it, but by changing it, it might last longer if it's redesigned, because the clip, it's the design of that thing is alright. It's just a bit too bulky and it breaks quite easily, just like the one that the Note 9, it always has the metal part that breaks off, and I've only taken the clip off because it saves space when I put it in a pocket. But if they want to improve on their products, they can make something like this. This to me is a 4 out of 10. This is after, you know, I've tinkered about with it. They can make something using the same amount of material with you know, much better design. So they've got something strong that will last longer than what they're already making. You know, it's silly things, but I've made this so, you know, you can open each and every little part of it. You know, on the new one, the pen just pops out, but you know, you can't always press all the buttons, you know, depending on which way you put it, because you want to put your phone in whichever way you want to put it in, even though they might say put it in this way. That's not going to happen. The way I use this is, you know, I just use it as extra protection, and have it just to record things, and if it was to break, then this would break and not the inner case, because you know, it's not cheap. So I hope Zerolemon can hear what I'm saying and make certain changes to their products, because their products are the best on the market, but they can be improved overall. And yeah, so that's it really.